Mr. Vice-Chancellor, staff, students and friends of the University of Bristol, it is with a real sense of pleasure and privilege that I stand here today. Pleasure, because who doesn't love a great celebration surrounded by those we love? And a privilege, because receiving a degree from this wonderful university is a rare and precious thing, especially when you don't have to sit an exam to get one. So thank you very much indeed for bestowing on me this honorary degree. I am thrilled and I am delighted to accept it. Thank you, Tom, for your kind words. Tom and I go way back, and he has shown excellent judgment today in what he has selectively remembered. I want to acknowledge the huge support that staff in the University of Bristol have given me, particularly when I was starting out in my academic career. I enjoyed many fruitful research collaborations with Professor Neil Connolly, and Professor John McCleverty enticed me into the Royal Society of Chemistry when I told him that I thought my professional body, the RSC, was not delivering what I wanted. His reply was, "Well, come and join us then and make it deliver." He signed me up on the spot, and the rest is history. So thank you, Chemistry at Bristol, for your support and for your friendship that you have given me when I needed it most at the beginning, but have continued to give me throughout my years in chemistry. Thank you all. So graduation ceremonies. I love graduation ceremonies. I love all the pomp and the ceremony. I love seeing everyone dressed up, the graduates and staff in their colourful robes, and the guests in their Sunday best. And you're all ready for a party. So I love the smiles, I love the laughter, the relief, the expectation, the joy. But today, there is also a feeling of transition. The transition from being a graduand to a graduate, passing to the next phase of your life. Exciting, yet anxious times, and these are anxious times. But you have given yourselves a tremendous advantage with a degree from this highly regarded university, 37th in the world, according to the QS rankings. So everyone here wishes you well today and in the future. Remember your time at the University of Bristol with pride and affection. Remember the good times and the not so good, the high points as well as the low, the hard work and the late nights, the moments of revelation when it all made sense, and the testing periods when nothing made sense, the parties and the 9 o'clock lectures, expanding horizons and contracting bank balances. Remember, the University of Bristol will always be here for you. Support it, and it will always be here to support you. So in wishing you well, please allow me to offer you, our wonderful graduates, what might be construed as a few words of wisdom, but in reality will be observations from my life experiences to date. Here are my 10 top tips in no particular order. Number 1, say yes. So often today, we, and women in particular, are encouraged to learn to say no, but I would urge you to look for opportunities, grasp them with both hands, and not to be afraid to say yes. My guiding principle has been to never look back and wish I'd done something. I've enjoyed the best of times, and occasionally, when it doesn't work out, I learn and move on. Number 2, difficult colleagues. You will encounter difficult colleagues. Accept that as a fact. You don't have to like them, but you do have to learn a way of working with them, and that may well be different for each one. Always be professional. Thirdly, Don't try and do too much at any one time. I do believe you can have it all, but not all at the same time. I remember when I was a lecturer meeting my then head of chemistry on the stairs. He stopped me and said that in his opinion, anyone could do only 2 things well at any one time, and that I was trying to do 3. I was doing a major outreach and recruitment role for the university, encouraging young people to study science and engineering. I was a lecturer with the usual portfolio of teaching, research, and administrative activities, and I was bringing up a young family. Both my children were under the age of 10. He told me that he assumed that I would opt to keep doing the last one, and suggested that I chose one of the other 2, and importantly, that he would back me whichever one I chose. On reflection, I found myself reluctantly agreeing with him and chose to give up the university role and concentrate on research, because I observed that senior, interesting jobs were held by people with the name professor before their name. I suspect that I would not have held the wonderful positions I have held, such as head of chemistry, vice principal and head of science and engineering at Edinburgh, and president of the Royal Society of Chemistry, without that magic word. So my mantra to this day has been, do 2 things optimally rather than 3 things suboptimally. Number 4, be true to yourself and believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else? Find your style and stick with it, but watch successful people you meet along the way and learn by observation. And 5, if you have a problem, then when you go to speak about it, present a possible solution at the same time. Your solution may not be liked, but it shows you want to move forwards, and it is then up to the other party to come up with a more acceptable one. 6, mentors. Find yourself a good one, and then change your mentor as you change. When the time feels right, become a mentor. Mentoring is challenging and rewarding. 7, find out what brings you joy, and providing it's legal, do more of it. For me, it's laughing. Number 8, give back. Remember the help, support, advice you get, and then give it back tenfold. Penultimate tip, learn to accept criticism and rejection positively. In my experience, never easy. Lastly, acknowledge the support you get. Say thank you. So finally, let me take a moment to say thank you. To thank, on your and my behalf, all those who have helped us arrive here today. In my case, a very big thank you to my husband Peter, sitting in the front row, who has been my biggest supporter. Thank you for your love and encouragement over the years. To my fabulous family, to the University of Edinburgh and the Royal Society of Chemistry for giving me opportunities and support, and to my long-suffering students. On your behalf, a very big and a very public thank you to everyone here today. We couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.